So this isn't an open marriage regret or an open relationship regret because it was a threesome. So it seems like a one-off situation. But the fact that they keep opening their relationship up to this stuff and coming to Reddit to ask questions is like, isn't there isn't there enough precedent that you see that this is a bad idea? This is not a good idea, but they keep trying it and they keep not learning their lesson. And I am just concerned that these people will never learn. However, it gives us good content. So this was posted in the relationship advice subreddit. He's 31, she's 29. He says, "Do I stay after a threesome with my girlfriend? Probably not. If he's coming to Reddit, it's probably over." Now, I did check his page. His page has been active for the last 5 years. He posts stuff about spells and other things. So this is a person. Let's get into the post. It says, "So a couple of months ago, my girlfriend and I started talking about experimenting sexually. One idea was trying a threesome or a foursome, including exploring same gender stuff. We set boundaries and agreed to keep communication open. Fast forward, she brings her friend T, a male who's 38, firefighter, musician type. I was hesitant but agreed to meet and eventually participate. From the start, I had some big worries, feeling like the third wheel, her reacting more intensely with him than me, her forming a bond with him outside of us. Sadly, all of these happened. In the threesomes, she was way more focused on him, reacted way harder to him sexually, and I often felt ignored or humiliated. At times, she literally forgot about me until reminded. Oh my God, this part. Ugh. He came inside of her without us ever agreeing on that. And she kept saying it was the most exciting thing she's ever done. Meanwhile, I felt broken and empty. What made it worse? I later found out she was flirting with him privately, even though we agreed flirting should stay in the group chat. The final blow was a message she sent to him. If only I was single, I know what I'd do. Seeing that crushed me. Now I feel like an empty shell. She says she loves me, that it meant nothing, and promises not to do it again. But honestly, my trust is gone and I can't stop replaying the humiliation in my head. I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to salvage the 5 years we've been together. Part of me thinks I'll never recover from this. Anyone else gone through something similar? How did you know whether to stay or walk away?" Once they open up their relationship, they might as well call it quits. I do not understand. Like, it baffles my mind that this just keeps happening. Like, it's just the beginning of the end. Why would you even want to stay with somebody like, no, they did this together, but as the dude, you know that she's going to get more play. Why don't these men understand that the women are going to get more play once you open it up? Anyways, I'm just bringing y'all what I'm seeing. Shout out to my homie Arcadia that sent this to me, because we need to see this. It's the same. It's the same post each and every time. Now the dude is all in and through the comment section. Extreme Cup says, "Relationship is over, man. I'm sorry. She was using this as a reason to cheat on you without feeling guilty about it." And here's the OP saying, "We both agreed on experimenting. It could have been a girl first, too. I don't think she meant to bring him in with premeditation from the start." Oh, okay. "Unfortunately, things went haywire, probably as we set things in motion. Thanks for the input." Future Bunch says, "You should have communicated a lot more about boundaries. This is a tough lesson. If she is enthusiastic about bringing in a woman for you to enjoy, I'd stay with it. Try to aim to discuss everything more thoroughly and be honest about how you feel. If she does not want to bring in another woman for you, or if you cannot let this go, I wouldn't stick around." And to that he says, "There were plans on getting another woman already in there too. That was actually more of the plan, but the other woman was not ready for that yet. While I did put a boundary on flirting outside the group chat, she felt the need to do it, to not let T lose interest in us. That boundary was crossed though, also apologized for, but still crossed." like, I don't get why people in monogamous relationships want to do all of this, but I am a monogamous person. I know that there are people that are perfectly fine with this, but these conversations just don't seem to be that particularly healthy. Like, it doesn't seem to create relationships that are sustainable past this initial act, because jealousy comes into play. One person is like getting some mind blowing, the other person, not so much. It's just, we keep seeing it. We keep talking about it together, and they won't stop it. So we're just going to keep talking about it and laughing in the comment section. Crumpled Dump says, "Oh, so she had to F her friend because there was a time limit before the threesome license expired, and you guys didn't have enough money to get an extension to find a partner that wasn't a firefighting musician friend of hers. What the F were you thinking?" Let me cover up all these cuss words. These are a lot of cuss words. Yes, what the F were you thinking? And I didn't know that there were threesome licenses. This person says this guy is not going to break up with her either. So crazy. He's not going to break up. He does not like, he shouldn't even be asking this question. He might as well just go break up. What is the purpose in staying? Future Bunch says, "Well, it sounds like you may not be comfortable with him again. Is she all right with shutting down their friendship and finding someone else eventually? If she is not, that could be an issue." And he says, "She is. It might be weird since we see him often in our community. So complete shut off would be difficult." That seems weird to sleep with somebody that is like around y'all all the time. You would, well, I don't know. I don't know who people are supposed to bring in, so let me not even talk. Crumpled Dump says, "That's too bad for her. She screwed this up so bad. I couldn't possibly trust her to not cheat with him. Everything you wrote in your post says she's into that idea, especially with her after action text. There's no possible other explanation for that. It wasn't needed to keep him interested. That was her fishing to see if he's down. She needs to understand, if she so much as nods hello to him or any of his friends, if they're seated next to each other, you dump her, and then there's no leeway or allowing her to explain. The thing is, how are you going to control her behavior? And if he needs to do all of that and they have opened themselves up to this, he might as well just go ahead and break up with her now. There is no reason to even prolong the inevitable. Teacup Typo says, "I mean, that was just a maybe poor choice for a threesome, then, too. Someone you see all the time. How did you guys prepare for this threesome? Did you do any research regarding relationship dynamics? Was everybody tested?" And then here's the OP saying, "Yes, we did. We also talked before about what was okay for the both of us and T. The coming inside was something I actually never accounted for. Everybody was tested. T had a vasectomy." And then Teacup Typo says, "I see. Good looking out. Glad you all were very safety conscious, but I mean, still not cool of T doing stuff that was not discussed. I do think it's likely she would respond more to the novelty partner, probably an ego boost that other people want to have sex with her. But given the doubts beforehand, it shouldn't have gone ahead. Can I ask if you communicated your reservations to her beforehand, or did you keep them to yourself?" He does not come back and answer at the time of me screenshotting this. Lacey Guy says, "Sad to say that it kind of sounds like she was trying to sleep with this guy all along. This is a really tough spot, man. I can't believe you guys didn't have the cream pie discussion beforehand. Did you discuss your concerns with her that she would know going in? I feel like communication on these things needs to be so airtight that you both know what the other is thinking." And then Sucka Dicta says, "This right here, people will stop doing it when people stop allowing it." And then finally, Investment Critical at the bottom says, "She's already preparing for after they break up with this threesome. She's already said she knows what she'll do. I guarantee she's just hiding messages now." So let me know what you think. I think that they should just go ahead and break up. One, I think that if you're monogamous and things start off closed and you open it, it's just a matter of time. I know other people will disagree, but we keep seeing that these things are some train wrecks. But you go ahead and weigh in with your thoughts, like, comment, and share.